So today I'm going to be fishing at Marine Creek, Texas. This is located in North Texas. The wind is pretty strong today. It's gotten pretty hot over the last few days. As you see behind me, there's the dock. Some boats out in the water today. Luckily there's none in my area right now. But hopefully today we can target some bass and some crappie, hopefully. And may be able to find something else interesting out here too. So give me a minute while I set things up. And we'll get to fishing. Today, I'm going to be using a beetle spin with a silver metal spin. As I can already see, there's little bait fish in the water coming by. So hopefully that's a good sign. So hopefully we can catch something. This is a Dock Demon Deluxe. Got it a few years ago from Walmart. Holds pretty good, decent amount of line. I got 4-pound fluorocarbon on there and a 1/8 ounce beetle spin. So let's try and see if we'll catch anything. There's a few rocks down here by the bank, so it's not like you can walk down there real close to the water, but I'm reasonably close, well within casting distance. Again, the wind is pretty strong today. It is probably in the 90s right now, I would say. It was hotter earlier. And just like that, we got some algae. You don't want too much of that on your lure, because then that causes lots of problems. Just spooked a bait fish with my lure. If you guys like this kind of stuff, like fishing, hunting, anything like that, be sure to check out my channel. I've got plenty of stuff like this. I'm going to try to do some more fishing videos in the future. Got stuck in the rocks. You gotta watch the rocks because you get stuck up in them pretty good. Your line usually is in between the rocks. Hello, welcome to the channel. So for those of you who are just now visiting, I'm using a 1/8 ounce beetle spin, fluorescent yellow, or chartreuse color. That's what I'm using for bait. I'm hoping we can catch some bass and some crappie. I try to make like a half circle movement when I cast, so I can cover as much area as possible within a short amount of time. We do. We're keeping the lure too low. That's why you get stuff like this on your lure. You always, like, if you start feeling lots of bumps with stuff like this, you want to hold your rod tip up just a slight bit to avoid this. Yep, pretty nasty. If fishing isn't your thing, I've also got some firearms videos. I've got some fishing tackle videos that discuss fishing tackle, if maybe you're into the lures and the weights and hooks and stuff. And I will be changing spots periodically throughout the video, so stay tuned for other other spots. Granted, they won't be too far from this area. Checking my line for nicks by running my fingers down, running the line between my fingers. So way is to avoid any kind of snaps in the line. Damn it. That was a poor cast. Nothing seems to be too interested in this bait, so I'm going to switch. My line. Time to use the South Bend worm gear rod. This is a graphite rod. It's 6 foot even in length. It's got a 10-pound Zebco line on it, a Abu Garcia Silver Max spinning reel, and I've got a soft bait crawdad jig on there. Has little specklings of red inside that green body. So we're gonna see if that catches anything. the bad thing about here in Texas. You get a lot of this stuff. Especially whenever you're bottom fishing. You get a bunch of that. It's because of all the warm temperatures that brings about a lot of algae blooms. Good for fish because it provides cover, bad for the fishermen because you get hung up so much. Good. I'm going to try to cast him over here somewhere. Oop. Sorry about that. Usually you want to use your crawfish lures like in the fall or springtime. For some reason they work best at that time. However, they will work pretty much year round. You just may not have as much success in the summer months or not too much in the winter, except unless you work it real slow. At that point, you'd have to work the crawfish lure like a worm. Big thing of algae. Got something. Oh, he's fit the hook. Oh man, that was cool. It was a bass. There was another bass that was right by him that bit the hook. Oh man, that was badass. That was cool. Yeah, they're biting today, but hopefully that's not gonna be the only one that bites. Got him. Got another one. I think. Nope. Notice how I'm not pulling on my rod and yanking it too hard. Just giving a steady pull. And it popped loose. Let's hope I didn't lose my lure. Gotta check the line. No creases. Ah. The hook has been bent on the tip. It's time to sharpen the hook. Always come prepared. Hook sharpener. Cast him back out. Let's try to keep this at a steady, even pace. I'm hoping we'll catch something. Hopefully we'll catch fish and not hell. But sometimes the fishermen can't catch hell. There goes another fish. I see him jumping out here. Whoa, that was something. Something tried to strike there. It's like these guys just aren't biting hard enough. Maybe it's just me not setting the hook good enough. I don't know. Check that hook again. see some red eared turtles popping their heads up out of the water, kind of looking this way. Probably trying to see if I got any bait or something. They're notorious for trying to steal bait off your hook. Hung up in the rocks again. I'm gonna try a little bit standing up. More algae. I think it's time I switch back over to something smaller. The 1/8 ounce beetle spin. Try to readjust it. Maybe you guys can see this better. Alright, so see. Probably not the best angle, but it'll have to do. I think it's about high time we try a different location, different spot. Let's get this put up. Let's move on. Okay, so no look at that spot. Let's try another. Sorry about that. So we're gonna try a different spot, and hopefully we can get some bass to come over, or we can find them. So yeah. This lake is a spring-fed lake. It's been here for quite a few years. The college is around the other side. But here's a boat ramp. I think this will be a good spot. Yeah, I think this will be a good spot. God, it's hot out today. Even in the shade here in Texas, it's not the least bit cool too much. If I can find a place to set this thing. this angled right. This looks like a good spot. Okay, there we go. So, just uh-oh. What did I do? There we go. gonna try a little something right over by this little weed pile over here, and hopefully we'll catch some kind of bass or something. See that weed pile? Let's try and see if we can't get something. I kind of set this down it. Perfect. Doesn't seem to be too likely to bite this today. So let's try a different bait. Let's try a different bait. See if we can't catch something. Okay. those people that aren't too into fishing, you don't realize how much effort is put into doing some of this stuff. But that's okay though. That's not your thing, that's not your thing. But now people that try to say that fishing is ridiculous or stupid, like I've heard some people say in the past, and I've asked them how so, and they haven't answered. Well, until you can give me a reason, an honest, good reason, I'm gonna keep doing it, and so will many others. I think I'm gonna try out some a lure that I made. A homemade lure. If I can find those weights. Get out one of these little bullet weights. Always a good idea to carry little multiple tools on your belt, especially when you're out doing stuff like this, so you don't get used to using your teeth. Now push your line through the bullet weight first. Always make sure the point is facing you whenever you're fishing, so that way when it slides down it hits the bottom like that, nose first. I've seen people do it backwards. It'll work, but it won't work as good. Now I'm going to open this up. This is pickle juice with little pieces of cut rope. Whenever this thing open, I'm gonna get some of them out. Okay, I'm gonna get this one done first. Now I have different lengths cut, some are longer than others, but this will actually work. They've been soaked in pickle juice for several days, so they got plenty of juice in them. And let's see if we can't entice some fish today to bite. I don't much care for the way this stuff smells. I hate pickles, but I will say that the pickle juice does work. Especially for like your dough baits and using it as a scent for putting on lures. But boy, does it smell god awful. I'm just gonna run my hook down the hook sharpener right quick. There we go. Make sure it's nice and sharp. I'm going to use a 7 twist knot. Basically form a loop and keep making the end of the line go through the loops several times. Oh dear. And that's the problem with having bad eyesight. Even with glasses, it helps, but it only does so much. You always want to wet your line like that. Just use your saliva, so that way when you cinch the line, it doesn't break. And make sure you put your finger on there and see, you don't tie it right, it breaks. Let's start over. Let's see if I got something to wipe that down with right there, because it's driving me nuts. And just like that, it's ready. Now, put that up. Put that back up. The lid back on. The ants are coming out because the smell of the vinegar. But let's see what we will catch with this. Now this is just a piece of rope, like I said, with a hook through it. Cheap, efficient, and you can dunk it in any kind of juice you want to give it a little scent. And you can work it like a worm. You can swim it like a swim bait. If a fish that has trouble getting hooked on a hook like this, you can also use this to get a gar. The rope will get stuck in their teeth. Also, more thing, if you're looking to find a way that's inexpensive to make lures, buy little kids' toys, little rubber toys, and put a hook through them, like a roach, a natural bait that most fish can't stand to turn down. But let's move over here, back to where we were, and see if we can't pull off what we did a little while ago. Alright, so we're back again. Sorry about that. The device here wanted to act up. Sorry about that. Oopsie. Alright, so having a little bit of technical difficulties today. How do I get this thing? I don't know if you guys can see me right now, but my screen is giving me a little bit of trouble. Sorry. Trying to figure this thing out. Well, I'm just gonna have to hope that this works, because my screen is saying orientation is locked, rotate device back. Well, I can't really do that. I can do it, but I can't. So maybe this will work. I'm hoping. Okay, this thing is giving me so much trouble. No. No. Sorry about those guys. I don't know if you guys can see me. Give a thumbs up if you can, because my device is acting up a little bit. See if I can't get this to work. Try to get this to be right by me. Well, I'm going to have to end the live stream like that, guys. I'm sorry because my device is acting up. I'll try to make a part 2, so